of the Psycho-Probing Question Club Elite. What do you think of our feature film? Glenda?
I agree with my colleague. It is a little long.
But I didn't realize we were in so many TV shows type stuff.
What do you... Okay. Richard, what do you think of this fine film?
It's God to you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, omnipotent godlike being, otherwise known as Mr. Science Guy. What do you think of the movie?
Then the interviewer often ignores the interviewee. So let's pick up where we left off. We were outside in the hall, we've had a big change of location, we were in this God thing, but please do not be offended or affronted by the irreligious aspect of this. Please genuflect. It's wonderful being a member of Star Trek Winnipeg. You see, I'm a senior member, and these are just...
Junior members.
Junior members, yes. And this
I was a junior member once.
Oh, but now you're a senior member, so there
We don't have to.
There you go. Okay, go ahead.
She's a vice god.
Excuse me, omnipotent godlike being?
Yes?
Yes. You still haven't told me. What is it you like about this movie?
Well, this movie is long, but it does describe Star Trek Winnipeg and the effect it's had on the media, which is pretty much irrelevant.
Exactly.
The moment the camera goes off, these people walk away and they go, I'm glad
shake
it's
their
over.
heads and say, I don't want to come back.
I don't want to do this anymore. People have quit after they've
Have you
interviewed Russ
realized
Strong.
that none of those people are the same people that have interviewed, even though it's the same show?
It's true. It's very true. Isn't Russ an omnipotent god being as well? Like when
Godlike being.
Please, don't throw God at me. That's right. You don't have conflict of God interests here. There can only be one God, and it's...
Yes,
that's...
but if you want
Thank you. Much too kind. No, it's just not right. Oh, you think I should bless them?
Nah.
Oh, come, but they're so devoted.
Well,
They're so tired. Well, all right. As a god, most times, God's kind of like, I don't know, they give you gold or burning bushes.
Holy book.
But I'm just a small god. I'm a beginning god. I really don't have anything else to give you but that which I wear. Oh, I know it's holy and you should reverently accept it.
Tell the true whole truth.
Okay. Well, as the artifact is far too sacred for them to handle personally, I shall have to do the next best thing. Often gods, they don't just,
Wait a minute. There's a new use for these.
Wait.
No, before you're going to,
You see, as a god, giving a... You think a god can do this, don't you? Giving a sacred item is important to keep the people aware of the god.
Speaking for the vice god, I know this guy can do it.
My lace. Did you hear that echo? Lace.
She's been laced.
Now, often this causes religious wars because one,
Don't worry, I'm not going to hurt you.
don't do that, please. It's been known to cause
Cancer.
Tumors.
It smells
brain
like
damage.
cottage cheese gone bad. Who had the seven dwarfs?
And now,
Snow White.
the god gives another sacred
We're
item
starting again.
to the pious people.
We're starting again.
Thank you.
So,
Prosper.
Thank you.
See, look, they genuflect so much better now that the god is being kind and grateful. And give me back my shoelace. No, I'm only kidding. The god's union.
We're the wrap up.
Oh yes, we'll go back to the program, and we'll be back after this next half hour of programming. We'll be right back.
Can I ask you one more question,
go
omnipotent godlike being?
Yes, please.
Will you be at KeyCon?
Yes,
and
we will.
do you have a KeyCon topic?
A what?
A KeyCon topic that you and the rest of the Psycho-Probing Question Club...
Trevor and I are involved in this week. We haven't done anything yet. We've been lying to the club. We haven't spent any money. We haven't done piddly. And on Friday, they're going to find out just exactly how creative we are. Yes, we'll be right back.
Say goodbye, Kevin. Or say goodbye, Richard.
Goodbye, Kevin. Why Bev and I are running for newsletter editor. Speech! Why? Don't worry, Bev.
Kind of lonely on top. Okay. In the beginning, there was man. And once man stepped on stage, there were events. And in the name of history, man decided to record these events. Let us now go to that inspirational moment when man discovered writing implements. There was a rock. There was paper. Way before his time. And there were events. But this method was a little vague and not at all legible. So man invented ink.
Ink?
Yes, he invented ink. Again, although it was an improvement, it was real messy, but delicious.
Let's take out that delicious part.
Man went on to evolve and refine the technique of putting ink to paper. But that's called art, and that's another story. Although the brush was for slow writers. The roller was for fast ones. Now we jump eons ahead, a few years ago, when Trucks was born.
We did have mission.
We did. With all these types of submissions we receive today, there was a calling for that hollow position of editor.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why Bev and I are running for this position. Yes, we can edit. If you notice here in our first submission where we had from Neanderthal, he creased this word incorrectly. It should be that. And for this, he should have used something different than chocolate sauce. It just really doesn't work.
A mint jelly would have worked.
Therefore, if you vote for us.
Wait.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. If you vote for us, you're investing in a piece of the rock. Right, okay, Bev and I have changed our mind. We're voting for president and vice president. There we go.
That's who we'll vote for.
If you put it in chocolate, I'll vote for you.
Let's see.
Ladies and gents.
Oh yes, ladies and gentlemen, Bev and I are most suited for this position because I, as old as this rock,
And me as postmodern as colored shoelaces.
have the qualifications to uphold the fine traditions of short treks.
Good runs.
Faulty's nice, but Fotley's better.
Kevin's the faulty one.
I'm Shannon Fotley.
I'm Kevin Sawatsky. I think so. Am I?
Yeah, and we're running for president
And vice president.
of STW. We didn't decide this a long time ago. We decided it recently. But we're also committed. And we want to see this club better organized. We want to see more individual. You guys out there, your hidden talents and enthusiasm, your involvement.
We want some ship involvement. If we're elected, we're going to have the ships come up here and do announcements. Like, why should the council be standing up here doing announcements?
All the time. And we want to also post announcements at the back in case people miss something or come in late, so you guys can get the information and know what's going on.
And announcements should be kept to a half-hour maximum. Because there's no reason to sit here for 2 hours, and half of the people are outside anyway, if not 3/4 of them.
We want to rebuild our numbers, to work towards some common goals, to strengthen the interconnections of the club, all the friendship we have, to show some of that at the open house to draw the new members in. STW is a club for people who don't always want to be run of the mill. We like the individuals. We want those people with us. We want all of us to feel joined. We want, we're dedicated and we're willing to listen to your ideas. You guys, I don't even know your name sitting beside Lori. You have to be a part of this club, and we want to hear from you.
Then we will do our best. And we're dedicated, hardworking, and will listen to the club's members and their ideas. This club needs fresh faces, fresh ideas.
And nobody's fresher than Kevin.
Okay, I want to say something.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
first.
Before we do anything else, no matter who wins or what, there's something that should be said. This last year has been good. We have had fun, we've done neat stuff, and it's because of some people whose names are not up here, but they were up here 1 year ago. And the council deserves a very big round of applause. Okay.
No, you go first.
Okay. All right. Do you want the long one or the short one?
That could be recycled.
Killing trees. Killing trees.
Are you going to recycle all that?
In the past year since I joined, Star Trek Winnipeg has been a great experience for me. I've gotten a lot out of this club, and now I feel it's time to put something back in. I don't believe in speeches, I believe in work. I promise to learn fast and work hard. Vote for me to become your vice president, and it'll be a great year.
What will you do?
Well, when this is whether or not, of course, I get elected. Recently in the hopper, I've had this little idea to get back the STW TV show that was at one time so popular on VPW, and I've been calling some of the people and arranging times and props, and they're very helpful with this. Whether or not I become VP, this is my baby, I'm going to get it going, and I want everybody here to be on the big screen. And vote for who you like, but I think that together with the experience, the drive, the knowledge, the energy, the rheumatism, I think it's going to be good. So make it your own, but make it your choice. Like let what has to be said up here sink in and think about it. But it's your choice. It's your club. Make it your year.
I have a long one and a short one, too. Frankly, to be honest, I'm tired of talking. There's one thing I want to mention, and what I said before. I mentioned how worthy people were for running, and Kevin and Shannon proved me right. Damn good people, damn good ideas. Lately, I've been doing some thinking about what Star Trek and Star Trek Winnipeg mean to me. Aside from all the high-tech gadgets and the wonderment and the adventure of going where no one has gone before, meeting alien races and charting new worlds, the main thing that keeps me interested in Star Trek is the fact that Kirk and company are heroes. Heroes in the best sense of the word. They are not Rambos in space, killing and destroying bad guys for the sake of, adventure and action. They find their adventure in other ways, destroying or killing only as a last resort. Nor are they Dudley Do-Rights of the stars.
Unlike the next generation.
We won't get into that. For every good thing they do, there is a reason and often a price to be paid. And like all people, they do make mistakes, but all is right in the end. It makes me feel like one of them to belong to Star Trek Winnipeg. To compare those feelings and think back to the end of Star Trek 3, it's a very touching moment. Spock has just had his katra refused with his body, and he remembers Kirk by saying, "Jim, your name is Jim." Now, all this...
Star Trek 4, enter history straight.
Sorry, Star Trek 3. They search for Spock. Okay, all his friends gather around him, and you know then and there, that everything they went through was worth it. The death of Kirk's son, the loss of the Enterprise, and everyone saying, it's not worth it, he's just one guy, don't bother with it. it was worth it. Friendship, like everything, has its price. That's how I feel about Star Trek Winnipeg. I've made some great friends here, and together we've done some wonderful things. Everything we've done has been worthwhile. In spite of what you hear outside our group, things like waste of time, geeks, who cares, I enjoy caring about the friends I've made here. I feel good about helping them when they need it, and I triumph with them when they excel. It's very rewarding in that respect. It's almost as nice a feeling as being a parent. So that's how I recommend you get something out of STW. Be there, join in, make your mark, make your friends. The rewards will come to you in the same way as they've come to me and many others. It may seem like a bit of work, but in the end, it's a lot of fun, and it really does feel good. This is a long one. I don't want to read it because it's really itty-bitty, teeny-tiny print. All those ideas that we collected before are collected here on how club meetings should be run, how council meetings should be run, things like that. Our idea, that Andrew thought of for running club meetings, is fun first, business, treated as business, and then fun again. Okay? Well, a lot of the things that people have to understand is that there is a business part to this club. Okay? And for far too long, it's been the council doing the business and the members sitting back and listening. And yes, that is boring. Okay? As members, you're part of this club. It's your responsibility to, what's the word? Participate. That's it. Woo! People know that word.
I never know what you're talking about.
In what your club does and says. Okay? So each time during the meeting, we will be asking your opinion. Do you think we should spend this money? I'm going to come to this person. I'm going to say, do you think we should spend that money? He's going to say yes or no. He's going to tell me why. And that person and that person and that person. Everybody has a say. It's not 5 people in the newsletter editors sitting there going, the club does this, the club does that. I'm serious. It's not that. Okay? And I'm going to make sure that that's understood by the time the year is up. Our goal by the time the end of the year is up is to have the club running itself. To be self-sufficient, not relying on any 5 people or any one person to do it for them. Everybody's going to be on this, whether you like it or not. Thank you for your time.